Welcome to Salamanca. Bienvenidos a Salamanca, España. This is Salamanca. Beautiful, beautiful city. This is the street I live on. I know, can you believe this? It's just amazing. This is the university, or, part of it, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Just remember this: the university is the center of life in Salamanca. That's because students make up a quarter of the town's population when they're here. There are 50,000 college students. As my middle child said, that's a lot of angst in one small spot. To put it in perspective, Salamanca is about the size of each of the two suburbs that surround my tiny suburb, and I cannot imagine those places filled with 50,000 college students, some of whom I got to see in their graduation finery yesterday, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Some Salamanca facts to get you to know the city a little bit. Salamanca is a UNESCO heritage site. It is also named the European Capital for Culture in 2002. So, culture and architecture, here we are. Salamanca University is the oldest university in Spain, the third oldest in Europe. It was built in 1218. So, this university is hundreds of years older than my entire country. Ornazzo, let's see, I've got a picture of ornazzo, is the dish. It's the dish of Salamanca. It's basically bread stuffed with tons of meat, mostly ham, chorizo, also including hard boiled eggs. I am not a huge meat person, but I tried it and it's not bad. It's traditional, especially to eat ornazzo on the first Monday that I got here, called the Fiesta de los Agua. And I will tell you about that another time because it's quite interesting, that history. Salamanca is known as the Golden City. Lost the picture. There it is. Because of the stone, La Dorado, because of the golden sandstone. So I will show you some of that. There is some of that, and there is some of that. I just love that picture that we took at twilight because that is when it's especially beautiful. Churros con chocolate or pan con chocolate are the most common breakfast pastries. Maybe I'll learn to make those, but honestly, as far as baking goes, it appears to be all about the bread stuffed with meat thing here. They are single minded. My youngest daughter was with me for the first week, Greenville University's funds manager. And this is key here about her, fluent in Spanish. So she spent a semester in Madrid. So Spain is her happy place. And she was here to help me figure things out the first week and communicate with people. But now she's flown home and I am on my own. I took the Spanish placement test last week at this school. Yes, it's called Don Quixote. And yes, they have a cafe attached to it. And they put me in level B2, which I feel totalmente unqualified for. I keep reminding myself that everyone is getting a lot wrong. It's not just me, and I can do this, I think. But my friends, it is hard. I crammed most of the weekend to try to catch up. My class is a mix of 8 people from 6 different countries. I am the only American. I hope that I can ask some of them their thoughts on bread, dessert, community. Last week, Beth and I went to see the tourist sites, ate some tapas, saw some birds. Birders, stay tuned for information on that. But also last week, I cannot forget this. I just can't. We lived through the unprecedented, never in our lifetime, historical tri country power outage. Yes, we were here. Yes, and we were lucky, yay us, because we had power restored early, and lucky because we got into and out of Madrid the day before it happened. Thank you, Jesus. Questions I said we'd be talking about these 3 months. What am I doing here? Why am I doing this? What do I want to learn? What do I think I'll learn? What will it mean for the church? And maybe the first thing I've learned, I kind of referenced earlier, is that we all need to learn. Stretching is really good for us. I know it's going to be. I do not, you have to know this about me. I do not like public wrongness. I never have. It's so hard for me to make mistakes in front of people. And now I am. constantly on a daily basis in class for 4 hours. And I haven't died. And no one laughed. And everyone in that room is doing their best. Everyone makes mistakes, and we all survive, and we're all learning. And that seems like a good thing for the church to learn too, right? Pastors, people, leaders, mistakes happen. I don't know is an acceptable answer. Pastors, leaders, human beings, when we mess up and then try to cover that up with making things up, as I have done, in class, but can't do that here. With some conglomeration of pride, ego, deflection, return attacks, made up stuff, outright lies. Doesn't the news cycle teach us anything? Just accept that we're going to mess up and admit it, and let other people mess up too and be enveloped by grace. And I guess I already knew that. I did. But I learned it more personally this week, as faking it does not work in a class with 8 people in it. You can't fake it. So I just have to spit out an answer and be wrong. Like what, I'm losing my slides. This is the first time I've done this. It's not hard. Like when I see make mistakes, I'm going to show you mistakes. This is the first day I got here. This is the view from my bedroom window. And that completely, it's a building that's not straight. It was not my photography, I swear. No, I'm a bad photographer at keeping things straight, and it's my mistake. Or how about, this lovely photo that I'll leave you with, the one of me and Beth standing there taking a picture into the mirror that shows you the ceiling, and a very flattering position for us. Just know. Make mistakes. And my favorite thing from my children's childhood, get messy, make mistakes. What was it? Gosh, I forgot the other one. That's terrible. I love that phrase. Anyway, it's kind of become my life phrase. Love Miss Frizzle. Anyway, my Substack will have some reflections on the theology of what I'm doing here when I have time and I'm not cramming a study. So please go there and subscribe too. I hope that you will enjoy and interact with the ideas I'm putting out there. Meanwhile, Instagram and YouTube are where you find the videos. Maybe I'll even learn to make some shorter ones. We'll see. Hasta el próximo lunes. Espero, más o menos. See you later. Bye.